The world's balance of economic power is shifting and the numbers are stunning. BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India and China have just overtaken the leading Western economies of the G7 in terms of combined GDP. Even more striking is that BRICS economies are growing much faster than their G7 peers. Measured by purchasing power parity or PPP, the combined GDP of the four largest BRICS countries now stand at $64.7 trillion, eclipsing the $43.9 trillion of the G7's top four, the US, Germany, France and Britain. Here's the breakdown. China at $37.1 trillion, India at $16 trillion, Russia at $6.9 trillion, Brazil at $4.7 trillion, and that is $64.7 trillion for BRICS. Compare it to G7. US at $29.2 trillion, Germany at $6 trillion, France at $4.4 trillion, and Britain at $4.3 trillion. And that's not just about the size, it's about the pace of growth that tells another story. Britain's GDP is rising at just 0.9%, Germany at 0.3%, France at 0.5%, and the US about 2%. In stark contrast, India is growing at 6.5%, China at 4.8%, Russia at 3%, and Brazil at 3.4%. The average annual growth in BRICS is 4.4%, 4 times faster than G7's 1%. The gap is widening, powering a global shift towards the so-called global south. As late as 1700, China and India accounted for more than the half of world's economic output. Centuries of colonialism reversed that trend, but the wheel is now turning again. Today, China and India already command over a third of total global GDP, and projections suggest that by 2050, they could reclaim a combined 50%, restoring their historic global economic dominance. With Prime Minister Narendra Modi attending the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit alongside China's President Xi Jinping and Russia's President Vladimir Putin, all eyes are on the new dynamics now. Washington and Western powers are watching closely for signs of deeper China-India-Russia alignment, which could further challenge the old balance of power. For India, relations with the West are complicated. History has seen US and allies as patrons but also as rivals and critics. US President Donald Trump has repeatedly warned that BRICS poses a direct threat to the dominance of the US dollar in global trade, issuing aggressive tariff threats as a part of his effort to maintain US economic supremacy. But why does Trump view BRICS as such a big threat? The answer lies in the US dollar's role as the world's dominant reserve currency. It underpins global finance, trade, and US geopolitical power. BRICS countries have been pushing to reduce the reliance on the US dollar by expanding trade using local currencies and exploring alternatives to the SWIFT international payment system. Trump describes losing the dollar's global standard status as same as losing a major war, warning that maintaining dollar supremacy is key to America's identity and global influence. But looks like the greatest G7 alliance is not as great anymore, with BRICS challenging it economically and geopolitically. And ironically, Trump's policies are only making BRICS closer and powerful.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.